Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watch You Want, and thanks for logging on. Today, we're looking at the Hautlence HLQ7 in titanium. You can see this 1 of 88 limited edition jump hour retrograde on our website, watchyouwant.com. Purchase it there, and if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Watch You Want Inc. You can also click on the card in the upper right-hand corner of the screen at any time during the video to see our full listing for this watch, with additional accessories included, high-resolution images, and naturally complete pricing details. Now on my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, you're looking at an atypical case shape for Hautlence. While founded in 2004, the Neuchâtel company only ventured into the round case market in 2009, and this HLQ07 in titanium has a completely different case profile and character than the traditional rectangular Hautlence models. Now, entirely in titanium, it is very light on the wrist. It's also reasonably slim considering the degree of complexity. 11 millimeters thick, it has a slightly sloped bezel that will allow it to fit under most tight sleeves and dress cuffs. 44 millimeters across the round of the case, not including the crown or the swollen, almost modular appendages abutting the lugs. It's a broad watch across the wrist, but it's actually quite compact from extremity to extremity, only 49.5 millimeters. So this is a watch that's not likely to overhang or overlap the periphery of a smaller wrist. You're good to go down to a wrist about 14.5 centimeters in circumference, wearing this watch with style, security, and proportion. Now, aside from the case shape itself, which you can see to good effect from this angle, and you can see how short those lugs are, the watch also has a superb semi-conforming spring bar, monotone stitch, matte black, rectangular scale alligator leather strap. Now that's a mouthful, but what you need to know here is that it's a subdued tone. It's a subdued non-gloss finish that makes the watch a little bit more versatile and a little bit less extrovert. While the complication itself is the headliner, Hautlence takes the emphasis away from the strap, making it nicely subdued, muted, and sort of an unobtrusive companion to the centerpiece, which is the timepiece. Now, the buckle is anything but subdued, featuring a combination of bolts, an insert with brushed steel, the unique Hautlence Infinity Mobius strip logo, and even on the underside, it's interestingly contoured with faceted flanks. This is one might even say, Baroque pin buckle as such things go. Bimetallic, dramatically designed. It is a little bit more expressionist, perhaps, than the rest of the strap, but there's no way to detract from the role that case plays in selling the concept of this watch. Now, the HLQ07 uses Hautlence's round case with two of the brand's signature complications, a jump hour and a retrograde. Now, what's unique about this example and makes it the HLQ as opposed to simply an HL is that the Q, quantième, or calendar in French, is actuated by a unique pusher at 12 o'clock. Now, you can see the date at 6 o'clock. As I actuate the pusher, really the ultimate quick set, it allows me to rapidly adjust should the watch run down or should I encounter an irregular length month. Now, in terms of the headlining complications, the jump hour and the retrograde, by pulling the crown, which is nicely sandwiched in between those modular lugs, you can advance the retrograde over the full 60 minutes, and then the aperture, not the date disc itself, but the aperture that shrouds, rather I should say the hour disc, jumps forward. As the retrograde acts, the hours advance, and the shroud migrates across the dial. There's a tremendous amount of depth, texture, and beauty to this dial. It's quite complex with its overlapping circular forms, with the fluid form of the circles juxtaposed against the harsh grayscale tones. It's quite dramatic, and it offers just enough skeletonization to display the mechanism below, to hint at the action of the escapement and the unique connecting rod that actuates the retrograde system. Now, on the case back, the caliber HLQ features 32 jewels. It is manually wound. It does have a 40-hour power reserve, so this is one to wind daily, and it vibrates away at 21,600 vibrations per hour. And it's also one of the few movements I've ever seen that actually has its oscillation rate stamped right into the bridges. Now, the bridge work is exceptional. You can actually see the mirrored anglage catching the light in the soft light of the light box, and it does make for a remarkable sight even under the loop. This is a movement that's beautifully finished and definitely holds up under scrutiny. It's a handsome counterpart to an avant-garde face. This is a unique timepiece. A jump hour, a retrograde, and the product of a micro manufacturer, it's the type of watch you're unlikely to ever see again. As one of only 88 made with this particular design and specification, it's rare even within the scope of Hautlence's low-volume production. This is a watch that's always destined to stand out. It's not a Rolex, it's not a Breitling, and it's not an Omega, nor is it an AP, a Patek, or a Vacheron. This is a watch for someone who knows exactly what he likes and likes to go a little bit beyond the pale. You can see this Hautlence HLQ 07 in titanium, one of 88 made, on our website, watchyouwant.com.